Round 4, what you notice here is Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy go back to back, where, I mean, the question is now, Matthew, does anything change with the latest news around Rashee Rice?
I think it does. I think it does because you sort of think about this, right? All right, so the hearing's set for September 30th.
Yeah, there it is.
September 30th, which is after week 4, right? But we're not certain how long after the hearing we get a ruling. Does he appeal it? So we've talked about this. Let's say it takes 2 weeks, because we've seen this. It's not necessarily that there's immediately, because whatever the result of the court case is, right? Whatever the ruling hearing is, and whether there's some negotiation, and we don't know. But let's say it doesn't start till week 6, right? And now there's a week 10 bye, right? So now you're going to be without him for 7 games. What if it doesn't start till week 8? What if, there's appeal, and what if you miss him for the playoffs? The first week of the fantasy playoffs. So if you sort of look at some of the other wide receivers that are here, I think I'd rather have George Kittle. I love Kittle. DJ Moore. I think we're all sleeping on DJ Moore. If we think Caleb Williams is going to improve in a big way, and I do, DJ Moore has been quarterback proof his entire career,
right.
And now, upgraded.
Well,
yeah.
Play caller, I should say.
Better play caller, more time for Caleb Williams with that improved offensive line. I think he'll be better in year 2. So, I think I'd rather Kenneth Walker. I'd rather Alvin Kamara here with some of these other, some of the guys here.
I like this comment from Jackson Kendrick. Round 4 is what's going to decide who wins and who loses, boom or bust territory.
Yeah.
If you look at the names here, that's spot-on analysis. There's so much high, besides George Kittle, which maybe injuries would include this, it's really high-variance players from start to finish.
Yeah, for sure. Jameson Williams could explode this year again. Jared Goff, when I asked Jared Goff, give me a sleeper, he was just like, Jameson is killing it. Just killing it. I mean,
Jared Goff.
My friend Jared Goff, my buddy JG.
What do they call him?
JG.
JG.
I call him JG.
Oh, no one else does.
No.
Only his friends.
Yes. Might only be me.
Yeah, literally.
And I'm not convinced we're friends, but he was nice to me when I approached him.
I'm convinced you're not.
Might be right.
Yeah, I have to go the other
Might
way.
be right. But yeah, there's definitely some high variance players here. Ken Walker. Ken Walker could be a monster, but Ken Walker could also miss half the season.
Like he does most of the
Like he
time?
does.
Yeah.
James Cook, we've talked about this. Is he closer to the 16 rushing touchdown guy that he was last year, or closer to the 2 touchdowns that he had the year before that? Does he get more involved in the passing game? He just got paid. That's helpful. So there's a lot of, and Xavier Worthy, in some ways, we like Xavier Worthy, but in some ways, depending on how long the Rice suspension is and when it misses, impacts Worthy's fantasy value for sure.
Also, I know there's some skepticism around taking Joe Burrow as the 5th guy because he doesn't run and he's been hurt before. I have no skepticism about Joe Burrow. I think he's going to be the exact same deal as last year. Defense is still bad. They didn't upgrade at all. It's going to be a bad defense. He's going to have, on average, T. Higgins healthier as well, who missed time last year. I think Joe Burrow is just going to be 4,500 passing yards, 45 passing touchdowns, and just the same deal as last year.
Proud fantasy life investor, Joe Burrow.
Let's close this out by looking at round 5 here, where Lawrence is back on the board to kick things off. He goes with Isaiah Pacheco. And then you do
That strikes me as early for Pacheco.
A little bit, yeah. But I mean,
I just feel like Connor, looking at some of the other running backs here, Connor, Hubbard, feels safer to me. TreVeyon Henderson, even. RJ Harvey, as much as I love Cooter, it's a little early for RJ Harvey, Coot. I got to be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. For
like
me,
a dejected father.
I think Dobbins is going to touch the ball more than people think, is my take on that.
You get the passing game.
The veteran, yeah. And Bo Nix runs a little bit in the red zone.
I mean, I think Harvey's great, but he's like a young Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
That's right. Some people have said Bill is better than him.
Bill is better than him. I don't know. Sean Payton uses multiple running backs. He always does. And I just wouldn't discount, right to your point, he's got a quarterback that's a little bit of a threat at the goal line. They've got J.K. Dobbins, who might be sort of the power back. And they like Jaleel McLaughlin in the passing game. Does R.J. Harvey get
what you need from Harvey.
That's right. That's my point.
Yeah.
And your boy Audric Estime is there still, kicking around.
Yes. Yes.
So
hey, don't forget.
Harvey, I'm sure, will be great. That strikes me looking at the rest of this, I'd rather Jalen Waddle. I'd love Zay Flowers. Yeah, I mean, TreVeyon Henderson. Just there's people that I prefer to R.J. Harvey.
It's amazing this happens to James Conner every year, by the way. Every year. I mean, there's always guys that go ahead of him.
He goes as running back 19, and we talked about this yesterday on the 100 Fact Show. I mean, when he's been in Arizona, he's never been less than running back 15 on points per game basis.
Jay, who had your favorite draft?
The scientist from Oppenheimer guy, Eric Lindbergh, thought he had a great draft to start. And I like it because it's really high upside. Going Christian McCaffrey at 7, who I think should go 3. Devin Achane, who, again, another guy with top 3 running back in fantasy potential. Also really like the picks of Tirico McMillan at 55, Tony Pollard at 66. I think T-Mac is going to be, he's a wide receiver 1 for a competent quarterback. And Tony Pollard, I think, is going to get a ton of work in that Titans offense behind an improved offensive line.
It was Rotopat for me, who's making a charge to enter the League of Assholes. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Bucky Irving, Amari and Hampton. I really like that star. It's just a lot to like there from a volume perspective. And you got Travis Hunter later on. The value of the Travis Hunter selection.
Unbelievable.
I mean, Evan Ingram and Rashid Shaheed, dart throw. I like Josh Palmer as one of my favorite late-round dart throws.
Brenton Strange is one of my favorite kind of late-round tight ends as
really
well.
Good, really good
Rotopat
draft.
did a really, really nice job. TreVeyon Henderson he really did this is a really well-done draft.
How
well
about
done,
you,
Rotopat is too good. He's not going to be in the League of Assholes. Sorry, Rotopat. We love you, but, I like Cooter Doodle's draft here. I actually probably would have picked Rotopat, but you picked him. So just to give another team,
You picked before me.
Stop with you making stuff up now. Malik Neighbors, obviously love the start here with Malik Neighbors and Drake London going back-to-back with wide receivers. Really, really strong. I think both, easily number 1 wide receivers, easily could be top 5. Obviously, I have faith in 5, Jaden Daniels. Kittle very easily could be the number 1 tight end in fantasy. We've talked about that quite a bit. A little early for me on Harvey, but again, because she blew off running back until the 5th round, she has to be a little I like Montgomery and Jordan Mason. I think Jordan Mason takes over that backfield. So, your boy Najee Harris there at 113. But just some late round picks. I think, Torrey Horton is really interesting. I like Drake May. Some nice, trade bait there as well. Shakir is a good value in round 8. So yeah, give me Cooter Doodle's team. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com. And I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched. Or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Rotoworld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.